do you get a teen to open up when they simply do not want to? Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Anna.
this is a hard one. All right, so I think it depends on the child. All right, I have 3 teenagers. With my son, I found that driving in the car was the best way to be able to open up conversation. My middle child, I still haven't figured it out. I don't know. I don't have the answer there. And then with my youngest, she loves to go out to eat. So like if I take her out to eat, then it seems to just like relax it. But see, when she comes home from school, like that's when I want to sit with my kids and be like, tell me all about your day.
Yeah,
and they're like,
yeah.
whatever, Mom, I'm going back to my room. Like, peace out, you know? So, and then sometimes I find like my youngest, she still likes to just kind of like wrestle around. And so if we can be just lighthearted and goofing around, then next thing I know, she's just telling me all about her friendships and her activities. And I'm like, great. And you know, I think too, what I have found, it's not always on our agenda, on our time. Like sometimes I'll just start talking and we have to be ready to put our stuff aside and sit and listen to them.
Oh, that is such a good point. Corey, do you make them tell everything?
This show, I just like, honestly, I am the parent of 3 teenagers right now. And I literally just like, honestly want to go into a coma. Like my friend and I are like, we are gonna open a business where you get to go into a coma while your kids are teenagers. And you go into a coma and you go like for like, yes, and you wake up when they're like adults and they're like your friend and you're like, it's done. Like I can't
Keeping it real.
do
That
it
is keeping it
anymore.
real.
Stop asking me questions. I can't. Like,
So what you're saying is that they don't open up with you?
no, I'm just being honest. Like, it's just so hard. It's so hard being the parent of a teenager. Like, it's hard. Don't do it.
Okay, wait. You're scaring me. You're scaring me. Everybody's scaring
Okay, just honestly, okay, I'm gonna come back to the question. I'm
having a
sorry, I
little
had a
meltdown
breakdown.
here. Meltdown moment.
How to get them to open up. I'm back to reality. You have to open up to them.
Yeah.
Like, you have to be willing to be honest with them, because I think when they're kids, like, you are in a different phase. You're not talking about like real things. Like you're talking about learn your Bible verses and you know what I mean? Like you're like trying to keep them alive, you know? And then when they're teenagers, like you have to get real, you know? You have to be willing to say like stupid crap you did when you were a teenager and trouble you got into. Like when you start to get real with them, then they're like, oh, like maybe I can get real with my parents. So I think that's a good way to get to, but that's hard. That's really hard. And I said this earlier in the show, you cannot overreact. As much as you're like dying inside, and I'm not good at this, just like you, I am not good at this. You cannot overreact.
You know what though? I will say this, you know, even though my kids are younger, it's amazing what they experience now at an earlier age. Like what they come home with, you know, that now I have to be real with them in situations that I didn't think I would have to be that real at that particular age. With regards to opening up, you know, I wonder if it's a specific issue. Sometimes I feel like certain issues may be too sensitive to hit from the door. You might have to wait, you know what I mean? Maybe talk about something else, find a point of interest, and then go on from there.
Woo!